Like terms. Like terms are terms in an expression that have the same variable raised to the same power. So here are some examples of like terms, 6x and 2x, because they both have an x to the first power. Here we have 5y and 8y, and those both include a y to the first power, so they're like. Here we have 4x squared and 7x squared, and they're like terms because they both have x squared in them. Here we have 6x and x squared, which are not like because this is x to the first power and that's x to the second power. Here we have 5y and 8, and this one has the variables y to the first power, but this one doesn't even have a variable, so they're not like terms. And here we have x squared and x to the fourth, and those are not like because they're raised to different powers. Simplify by combining like terms. 6x and 3x are like terms because they both have an x to the first power, so you can combine them by distributing out this x. You factor it out, you put it in the front, and then you leave whatever's behind in parentheses. So you take the x out, you're left with 6 plus 3, and that becomes 9x. Notice when you're combining like terms, you add or subtract the coefficients, but the variable remains the same. Simplify by combining like terms. Alright, so let's simplify this. Well, we're going to distribute the 5 into this expression here, so that becomes 5x plus 5 times 3. As you can see, this 5 times 3 becomes 15, which is a like term with 4. 4 and 15 are both constants, so we can add those together, and we're left with 5x plus 19. Notice that when combining like terms, you add and subtract the coefficients, but the variable remains the same. Simplify by combining like terms. Alright, so these are like terms because they both have y to the first power. So you can factor out this y, and we're left with 7 minus 4. So that becomes 3y. 7y minus 4y, all you have to do is subtract the coefficients and you end up with 3y.